What's up, everybody? This is Dom Jimenez, aka Mimicgawd. Welcome back to That God Talk Season 2. This is a podcast where we talk about business, art, and living freelance and making your money. Let's go! What's up, guys? This is Mimicgawd. Let me start off by saying, thank you for listening and welcome back. This is officially Season 2. I am here. And my son Milo is here, so if you hear some baby noise in the back, that's him. He's a part of the podcast. What can I do? He lives here. So, I want to start off with pricing. I want to tell you guys things that will really change your entire business model if you knew this from the jump. I wish I knew this from the very start when I started Mimic a long time ago, because I was going all over the place, print shops, different places, trying different methods, heat pressing, embroidery, screen printing, digital printing, and you really have to know what the method is you want, how much it costs, and where to find the best person to do that method. So when I first started out, I was really trying to just get shirts printed. I didn't know anything about it. I went to a place that wanted to do heat pressing, and they charged me something crazy, like $300 for 5 shirts, five sweaters, and it was ridiculous. I was like, man, I got them printed or whatever, but it cost me so much money that I can't make any profit. And the materials that, a heat press is like plastic, so now my shirt's real plasticky and it doesn't bend or anything like that, so it's real stiff and I hate it. So I had to go find a new method, and I had to do a lot of research. I wanted to do screen printing. I found out about screen printing. I tried to do it myself a little bit in school, and try to learn about it a little bit in school, but it didn't really work out. So my next step was to Google a place that I can get screen printing done near me, which is what I tell everyone. Everyone's always asking me, hey, where are you getting your shirts made? Who does your shirts? All you have to do is type into Google a screen printing near you. You go there, you ask them for a sample, you weigh your pros and cons of all the places, and next thing you know, you have a list of places you can go. So when I was getting the shirts printed, I had to figure out how to wholesale the shirts. I would get the shirts for a really cheap rate at one of my wholesalers, and I would get about 50 shirts for, honestly, $125. And then based on how many shirts I had, I would take it to the print shop, and however many colors are in my design versus what is my quantity and how many times am I placing this logo is going to be the price per print per shirt. Now, I would do one colored prints, front print and back neck print, and I think that ran me $2 a shirt. So 2 times 50 is another 100. So I spent $225 on 50 shirts. Now I have 50 shirts in my hand, and I can take those shirts and I could sell them for, how many I said? 50? If I sold each shirt for 15, I have $750, right? I only spent $225. So you take away what your cost was and your profit is left over. That's $525 of profit just off of knowing where to source your material, how to price it, and spending smartly. Don't go out of your way to spend more than what you have. That's a low startup cost for me. $225, I could throw that away anywhere. I could spend that on fucking Uber Eats in a month, but instead I'm using it to make money. So I spent that money, got those shirts, and you just keep flipping. You just keep repeating your cycle. So you can use this method for pretty much any business. You just find the wholesale, you find your customer base and what you want to charge to break even, and what you want to charge to make a profit. So for me, I was doing the same thing with snow cones. We would go get ice on base when I lived on a military base. We'd get bags of ice, and they were maybe $1.50, something like that. So a big bag of ice, I think, was like 2 pounds of ice, and I would get two bags of ice at $1.50. That's $3. So I'd have like 3 pounds of ice. Yeah, 3 pounds of ice. I'd go home. Excuse my voice. I'd go home. We went to a outlet that sold the snow cone syrups, and I think each flavor was like $3 for a gallon. So I would pick out like 6 flavors or whatever, take those. Now I'm flipping the snow cones out. A large for $1.50, a medium for $1. You know, if you want candy, it's $2 extra. We go get candy wholesale and flip that. You just gotta really think about how you want to spend your money, how fast you want to make your profit, and how quick you can turn a profit with a low-cost item. Or if you want to, take it up to the next level, you can get a high-cost item and try to flip that same thing. The more money you spend, the more you'll have to make. So that's always something you have to think about. Now, talking about wholesale, you can get your product made wholesale and then sell it wholesale to a buyer or a retailer, someone that works in selling products and buying products that are, for a store or something like that. So for example, if I'm selling shirts myself on my website and I'm trying to make money, I can take that same product and I can wholesale it to like a Zoomies or a Hot Topic or something like that, and I would give them double the price it costs to make the item. So if I'm spending $5 on a shirt total, I need to sell it to them for $10. So I still make a profit, they still get the item, and they're able to flip a profit. So I could sell it to them for 10 and they'll sell my shirt for 25. So they're making double. They have to have that chance to make double. I have to have a chance to make double, and that's how wholesaling works. I did want to save this topic for another podcast episode about conventions, so I think I'm going to save the buyers and the merchandising for the next podcast. But that same method of wholesaling, you can apply it to pretty much any product you're doing. If you have a food product, think about selling to Whole Foods, Walmart, anything that's a big corporation. You want to be able to give them a low cost so they can get a high return on investment, and that's how you make money as a business. As a freelancer, I do a lot of this, wholesaling. I'll wholesale whole projects. I'll say, hey, you need 30 drawings done for some type of book you're doing or whatever. Well, normally a drawing from me costs about $100. I'll take that 30 drawings that you have, I'll charge you $25 per drawing. Now I'm making so much. Like if I charge $100 for 30 drawings, that'd be $3,000. Now if I said, hey, I'll do your drawings for $25, now I'm getting $750, and that's up front. That's a nice, payment for that type of work, compared to the $3,000 that the other person would have got charged. And they're gonna see that as a deal, and that's basically what wholesale is. It has to be a deal, a mutual, win-win between you and the party you're serving. So those are some of the things to think about when you're pricing an item, or you're trying to start a business and you want to sell an item and you're not sure what to price it at. You have to think about how much time you're putting into it as well. Pay yourself for your time, pay yourself for the work you're putting in, and make sure you're getting some type of profit from it, or else you'll be working for free. So remember all those steps and you should have a pretty, profitable business. It's not too difficult, and it just takes some time to learn these things. It's about how you want to do it, really. There's no right or wrong way. It's just really a lot of trials and efforts, and making sure that you're getting something out of pricing the thing that you're pricing. Like, I could price something very low and just get a whole bunch of quick transactions, quick cash or whatever. But at the end of the day, I still have to do the work. So it's not really worth it for me. And you have to think about both sides of that. Is the work easy? Is it something you already have prepared? Are you doing made to order pieces? Do you just have inventory on stock? Are you buying from a wholesale supplier? Things like that. So this is my podcast, That God Talk Season 2. Thank you guys for listening. My son Milo's here. He's screaming at me, so I'm going to go feed him. Make sure you subscribe to my channels. Tune in and subscribe to my Patreon. If you subscribe to my Patreon, it's $1 a month. You will get this episode a whole week early. You'll get every episode a week early, I promise. I won't post it anywhere for a week. And you'll get to recommend drawings to me, do requests and stuff like that. You get to see behind the scenes of my Inktober journey that I'm doing this year, as well as my YouTube videos that I'm doing. I have a bunch of videos dropping on YouTube every single week. And yeah, so thanks for listening. Make sure you subscribe. I'm out.